The Ukrainian crisis is hurting deeply Ukraine, of course, Europe also, and the world altogether. It has strained considerably the Euro-Russian relations, thus cutting Europe from the BRICS altogether, not completely, but tending to. Thus, also casting a blow to Europe's independence, which is losing its balanced foreign relations and instead is being thrust into the arms of a revived Western bloc, transatlantic, super transatlantic relation led by the U.S. mostly, and in opposition, not opposed completely, but in opposition to the emerging world led by the BRICS. Therefore, it is a blow cast on the emergence of a multipolar world, which our project, the Euro-BRICS project, was eager to accompany and to discuss multilaterally. So we were very much following the emergence of this multipolar world, and de facto we are now worried to see this evolution towards the emergence of the setup of a bipolar world in which we have a West, a crystallized West, raised against a BRICS world, emerging world, and with two big powers at the center of this, which are the U.S. versus China, ultimately, even if it's Russia and Europe, which seem to be now the biggest actors, players. So what is at stake? We see that peace is at stake in this configuration, a new attempt of configuration, a bipolar world. Indeed, the multipolar configuration conveyed risks of confrontation, and that's why we were eager to work on this cooperation, Euro-BRICS cooperation, in order to anticipate and prevent these risks from happening. But the bipolar configuration is, of course, even worse because it's based on confrontation structurally. By this crisis, to start being a little bit more positive, shows that the bet we did in 2009, we Euro-BRICS with the MGIMO at the time, the bet that Europe and Euro-Russian relations were key in the sound emergence of a multipolar world seems confirmed, and that's why we felt compelled to do something, to talk about it, on the basis of our Euro-BRICS platform of discussion and dialogue. And when our partners from the University of Fudan suggested an exchange of views on the situation, we were so happy to indeed try to organize something, and we scheduled this online meeting on the basis of our little network, of Euro-BRICS network, plus newcomers, which I'm happy to welcome. Indeed, we are worried, but we still think that the network we built and our Euro-BRICS angle makes sense in contributing to finding solutions to the current crisis, which is there are always solutions. Even if 2 months ago we were a little more pessimistic, but today it seems that there are openings here and there again. So now we are going to have this very interesting discussion, and the feedback, which the discussion, the questions we are interested in having is: could it be that this crisis, which as described previously, seems to be a trend breaker, a trend reverter, a trend towards multipolar world? Could it be in fact a transition accelerator? And how could it be turned into a transition accelerator? We saw in the BRICS that intra-BRICS cooperation has been reinforced by the current crisis because it's compelling the BRICS countries to strengthen their links. We saw that in Europe, the political void, which is a fact, which has been a fact for the last 20 years. We have a problem, a political problem. Europe is now the level of power and of capacity and of foreign policy, but there is no political union, and so we are very weak politically. And so, and today with this crisis, this void, this weakness, political weakness of Europe is becoming unsustainable. So there is a vivid awareness of that this political void at the top of the European system must stop. Bon, so it is an opportunity also in this sense. So that's the positive lead that I'd like to suggest for our discussion. How could we see positively this crisis as a trend accelerator? And And through our Euro-BRICS network and angle altogether, how can we contribute to turn this crisis into a positive thing?
Okay.
So now I'm eager to hear your perspective on this crisis, and I thank you for your attention.